Elizabeth. Welcome to my channel where I talk all things Chelsey Smith Crown's lace front glueless wigs. I am outside today and we are getting our portrait done, so it's a little bit of a construction zone, so please ignore that. I get so many comments about how there are not enough good brunette wigs in Chelsey Smith Crown's catalog. So one, there are. Two, there are ones that people are overlooking for sure. There was a wig show last night that was December 17th, and the ones that went out of stock, there was actually a brunette that went out of stock, but a lot of them were blondes. What sells will continue to come back. Two, Chelsey says that her inventory is 70% new wigs, 30% restock. So sometimes the reason a wig is out of stock is because it's not coming back. It was a one-time wig. It probably won't make a reappearance. So one of the wigs that dropped last night that I'm absolutely obsessed with is the Remington wig. So this is Remington. She's absolutely stunning. I adore her so freaking much. She is a perfect brunette. She's got those Utah curls, super trendy. So people always ask me, like, how'd you get that lifted? It came like that. I didn't do anything to it. So she is a darker brunette and then kind of fades into this like red toned brunette at the bottom. And I've had questions to compare her to the Elizabeth with lace front bangs as well as the Jetta Mahogany. Elizabeth with lace front bangs is in stock. Jetta Mahogany is not. So first up, we're going to do Elizabeth with lace front bangs. So this is the Elizabeth with lace front bangs. She's a wig from Chelsey Smith Crown's. Elizabeth is a little bit more cool toned, and this wig, the Remington, is a little bit more warm toned. The Remington has the darker at the top and kind of blends in at the bottom. Elizabeth's coloring is very much like two-toned. So it starts darker in the back and then the lighter pieces are up front. So the lighter pieces are up front, the darker pieces are in the back. As you can see, the lighter piece is definitely part of the bangs. I think the Elizabeth with lace front bangs is a great beginner wig. It is a great beginner friendly wig because it has the bangs. It's lower in density. It's just really perfect if you are a new wig wearer. And this is her compared to the Mahogany. So you can see this one pulls just a little bit more red. This one has that lighter tone in the back and that brunette coloring is here. So I think really right here, you can really see the difference in the two colors. Elizabeth lace front bangs is still in stock. And again, a great one for beginner wig wearers, mostly because you don't have to worry about the hairline, right? So this is a great wig if you are getting new, if you're new into the wig wearing world and you don't know where to start, especially if you are a brunette, because one of the things that new wig wearers constantly get worried about is that hairline, and this sort of just alleviates that fear. But this was the Elizabeth compared to the Remington. Now, back to back, you can see, so this is Jetta Mahogany, this is Remington. They are a lot more similar in color than the Elizabeth with lace front bangs. So if you have the Jetta, I think you will like the Remington coloring. So this is actually the nutmeg coloring, but they're very similar. And I think, like I said, if you like the Jetta, if you had Jetta Mahogany and you liked it, you will like the Remington coloring. The biggest difference in the coloring is going to come from the fact that this has a different curl. So it's going to pull the colors a little bit different. But this is the Mahogany, this was the nutmeg. And honestly, they're very similar. They both have that kind of warm tone red color pulling through them. But I want to show you them in like a direct sunlight so you can really see the difference. Okay, so this is the nutmeg versus the Remington. You can see they're very similar in color. And then this was the Elizabeth. So more of a cool toned brunette, sort of ashy in coloring versus that warmer toned red pull. I very rarely wear the same wig every day in a row, like 2 days in a row, let alone 3 days in a row. And I have done that with this Remington. So if you are someone who wears brunette wigs or has brunette hair, especially if you're starting in your wig wearing journey, I think the Remington is a great option. I think she's super easy, throw in and go. She is a free part one as opposed to a like lace front bangs or a T part, but even so, she's got kind of this nice little parting on her that might be slightly different when you get yours. But I still think she's a good, because she's nice and light, low density. Same thing with the Elizabeth. I think they are both really good beginner friendly wigs. As you can see, Elizabeth is more cool toned, whereas Remington is just a little bit more warm red toned brunette. And then this is the Jetta Mahogany. So if you like either of these, if you have the Elizabeth or if you have, especially if you have the Jetta Mahogany, I think you're really going to like the Remington one. If you have the Elizabeth and you want maybe more of a kind of blended down to the bottom rather than that two-tone kind of feel, I definitely recommend the Remington. It's just a little bit more warmer in color, so something to keep in mind. So these are lace front glueless wigs from Chelsey Smith Crown's. You can shop my storefront and get an additional 10% off your order. So you'll go into my profile, the link will be there, or you you could type in chelseysmithcosmetics.com/Elizabeth. It'll automatically apply that 10% off at checkout. If you do through my storefront, I am so very grateful. It helps me continue to do this content, and I absolutely love it. Obviously, I would prefer to be doing an outside with Liz at headquarters, but for now, we're going to do it at my house. So I highly recommend this brunette wig from Chelsey Smith Crowns. Lace front glueless wig, high quality synthetic, just the perfect, I think if you are someone who has brunette hair, you like brunette hair, it's just going to be the most perfect wig for you. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm Elizabeth. I'm here to help you on your wig wearing journey. Bye!